NoFap is ruining your life. Have you ever noticed that after doing NoFap for a couple of weeks or even a month, you start to feel very, very down? You start to feel depressed. You start to lack purpose, lack meaning, lack energy and focus, and ultimately you end up feeling worse than you did before you got on NoFap in the first place. Have you ever wondered why that is? Well, in this video, I'm going to explain exactly why you feel this existential exhaustion, as I like to call it. Now, the reason why you feel this way is because whenever you do NoFap, you are taking away your primary form of escapism, meaning that you are no longer numbing yourself to the truth of your current situation. You're no longer making yourself feel better on a day-to-day basis with that hit of dopamine, with that instant gratification. And because of that, you're only just now seeing reality the way that it is. You haven't seen your life with an objective lens until now. And it's very demoralizing. Your life sucks. Your life sucks right now. But guess what? That is perfectly fine. Because now, since you're no longer giving yourself the option to make yourself feel better through that instant gratification based activity, now you have no choice but to make your life better, such that you can feel better every day because your baseline is higher, because your life is intrinsically better than it is now. So understand that feeling that you feel, that existential exhaustion, that is a function of you not having that instant gratification anymore. Assuming that you've also eliminated most other forms of instant gratification from your life, like social media or even video games or things of that nature, you're going to experience this existential exhaustion, and that is a good thing because now you see life the way that it is and you feel motivated to actually change it. You feel motivated to improve your life so that instead of seeking out a temporary escape through PMO, you have a permanent escape in the form of improvement, particularly self-improvement. Now, what are these feelings that you're feeling? What are the negative feelings that indicate to you that your life sucks? The feeling is very likely a feeling of being behind. You feel like you're behind your peers right now. And because you're behind your peers, you feel insecure. And you maybe even lack meaning or purpose in your life. You don't know why you're on this planet. And it seems like everyone else does. Newsflash. No, they do not. A lot of people are simply taking action in accordance with the meaning that other people have projected onto them, not the meaning that they've established in their own lives. So, in other words, using other people, especially between 18 and 24 years old, as your reference point for how advanced you are in this life thing is not a very good practice for you to make a habit of. And yet, it's also human nature. You're going to compare yourself to other people. If you're going to compare yourself to other people, no matter what you do, then you should make it a point to compare yourself to people who are actually where you want to be in life. Don't just think that you're behind just because you're choosing not to follow the path that everyone else is following. I talked about this analogy in my "This is your sign to drop out of college" video, but I want to bring it back because it is of utmost importance for anybody who's feeling behind in life or who feels like they lack purpose, yourself included. I want you to imagine that you need to get to the top of a building. The building is 80 stories high. Now, mind you, the only reason why you need to get to the top of the building is because you want to get to the top floor so that you can enjoy the view. Now, you're at ground level right now. Everybody else is walking up the stairs because they've been told, just like you, that there's no elevator. You have to work hard and you have to do it for a long time, which means you have to walk up 80 flights of stairs to get that view. And you're seeing people on the second floor or the third floor or even the 10th floor. And you're feeling insecure because they have a better view than you have. But you're not planning on staying at ground level. If you're watching my channel, I know you're not planning on staying at ground level. You're walking to the elevator. the secret elevator that none of them know about or none of them believe in. The elevator that I found myself. That elevator is 3 miles down the road. Now, you're in the midst of that 3-mile trek, that 3-mile journey to that elevator. And that whole time, you are going to be on ground level. You might be about a mile into that walk right now, unknowingly. But because you're still on ground level, you see everybody else on the 2nd or 3rd or 10th or 15th floor, and you feel behind. But the truth is, the closer you get to that elevator, the closer you are to the top than they are. Because once you get to that elevator, you're going to get to that 80th floor so quickly. As a matter of fact, not even just the 80th floor, you'll be able to get to the 100th floor, the 120th floor, floors that they don't even have access to via the staircase that they're using. You'll be able to get there with so much less energy, so much quicker, that it'll make up for all of the lost time where you felt behind. But you have to keep walking to that elevator. And again, you're going to feel behind, but don't compare yourself to people who are walking up the stairs. Compare yourself to people who are taking the elevator like you. And that will help you put your life, your current condition of feeling behind all of your peers and even lacking purpose, into perspective. Because when you get to that elevator, you're going to press the button. Okay, if you've ever taken an elevator before in your life, you're going to press that button, but you don't necessarily know which elevator is going to open up. It might be the one on the left, the one in the middle, the one on the right. You don't know yet. But one of them is going to open up. And when it opens up, you are going to be able to get on the elevator, for one, because you're there, and two, because you're focused enough from not doing PMO all the time to seize the opportunity while it's there. And when you get on the elevator, you're going to go up to the top floor, you're going to go to the penthouse suite, and you'll be able to enjoy a view beyond any of those people who took the stairs, any of their comprehensions. And you'll do it while expending much less energy because your energy is more focused. Your energy is being used more efficiently because you're no longer wasting it on activities like PMO. So, in other words, all of the insecurity that you feel right now, feeling behind, feeling like you lack purpose, feeling like you lack meaning, feeling like you don't even belong on this planet, it's all unwarranted. And I'm not saying that to invalidate your feelings. I'm saying that to say that all of those feelings are based on erroneous beliefs. The belief that you need to compete with people who aren't taking the same path as you. The feeling that you need to compete with people who aren't even going to get to the top floor in their lives. Because nobody's climbing up 80 flights of stairs. They're going to get to floor 30 and they're going to say, I'm just going to stay here and enjoy this view. But because you decided to take the elevator, you will be able to get up to that higher level. And NoFap is simply a means of allowing yourself to get to that elevator faster. That said, when you get to that elevator, or before you get to that elevator, you're going to have to take action. Okay, you have to take action and continuously invest in yourself, both money and time in particular. NoFap is not going to make all of your dreams come true, contrary to popular belief. NoFap is not going to make all of your dreams come true. Taking NoFap and not doing anything else is like consuming protein powder and not going to the gym and waking up, looking in the mirror and wondering, where are my muscles? Your muscles are in the gym. The protein powder is simply there to help you build the muscle faster. In other words, you have all of this extra energy because you're not wasting it on PMO, but if you don't direct that energy toward meaningful, productive outlets, particularly toward your own self-development journey, you're not going to see any benefits. You're not going to see any meaningful rewards from your NoFap journey. In other words, don't think that NoFap in and of itself is going to get you to that elevator, because it most certainly will not. That is how NoFap will ruin your life. You think that doing NoFap is a catch-all solution to all of your problems, and it's not. It's simply a way of solving the problems that you already have, because first, doing NoFap helps you see your problems more clearly, and second, it gives you the energy to solve them instead of looking for a quick fix in the form of instant gratification.